Hey Pop, it's me. So you probably already know by now that I'm your Secret Santa this year, and I didn't actually get you coal for Christmas either. This is just a quick little video from everybody to give you a little holiday message and say how much we love you. Some messages kind of silly and funny, and some are mushy. So I hope you enjoyed the whole thing, and I hope you have a very Merry Christmas.
You've got such a great sense of humor. You always got the quick wit. You're always making us laugh. Um, we love you so much, Dad. You're such a big mush. We know that you're just a big mush. Although you try to have the tough outside, we know who you really are. Um, I always knew that I could always count on you no matter what. If I was in trouble, if I needed anything.
You taught me to be strong, confident, and always to be proud of who I am. I am who I am today because of you. You gave your heart to all of us. I love and admire you. You are my hero.
God gives us blessings and gifts in our lives, and you are one of my greatest. When I say the word dad, I want to refer to the word daddy, actually, because I will always be your little girl. With you holding me, I know all is always going to be okay. I love you more than I can express. Just know you are my daddy, and I will always be your little girl.
And every time there was a field trip coming up, I would get so excited and go home and call you and tell you to try to be the bus driver for it. And whenever you were the bus driver for the field trips, it was the most special day. Field trips are always special, but anytime you were the bus driver, it was the best day. We both had the same lunch, and I'd sit in the front seat right behind the driver, and the teacher would be there, and I'd say, "That's my Poppy," and it was just always such a special day for me.
One of the best memories I have is when you would be my bus driver on field trips and you would pass me back candy. I would sit right behind you in the front seat, and I would look forward to that every time.
My favorite thing about Poppy is that he's always breaking chops. He's always good for a laugh. For years, he wouldn't call me by my real name. I think he's called me Stanley more than he's called me Ryan.
He leaves the room without saying a word and leaves me, Mom, and Sue in silence. Nothing from Mom, nothing from Sue. I'm looking to get out of there, thinking he went to get his gun. I know he was a cop in the past, so what seemed like an hour, Pop comes back in and walks straight over to me and gives me our first hug. That was the first time I met Mom and Dad, and thankfully it went pretty good. It was the beginning of a great father-son relationship that grew to a loving friendship.
You and Mommy making up my little dinners and wrapping them up in little tins and making sure that they were all nice and homemade and filled with love. And you would drive me back and forth every weekend to the city, make sure I got there safely. Always know I can count on you.
Was when we went to go visit Tara in York, and we were in the hotel, and you tried to scare Mom, but you knocked on the wrong door and scared some innocent lady, and you felt really bad, and I just thought it was hilarious.
And we were staying in the hotel overnight. And you came to my room and you knocked on the door, and the door opened, and you jumped in front of the door and you said, "Boo!" And it wasn't me. And you ran away, you were mortified, and you ran away, and you came to our room and you told us, and we laughed and laughed and laughed. It was just hysterical.
I'll always remember all the good times you took me and Mike and Tara, Joey, and Christian on our trips, regardless of the car that you had at the time. But something that I'll never forget, and I love you.
So I buy his metal shed, and it's in the box, knowing Dad has a handyman pair of hands. I had no fear we'd tackle this project. We pull out the directions and start going through the material list. 6 of these, 4 of those, 12 of these, 9 of that, 10 of these. Next up was 3,200 nuts and bolts. I look at Dad, and before I could say anything else, he says, "See ya," and turns around and walks away.
My favorite thing about Poppy is, of course, Nanny.
Very proud to be your grandkid. The way you take care of Nanny and your daughters and grandkids and great grandkids is something I really look up to. You're a great man.
You know, I was thinking of some of the reasons that I love and admire you, and some of the reasons that came to mind was you're the toughest guy I ever met, but you're very sensitive, especially when it comes to family.
And I will let you know that you are the best father-in-law that anyone could ever have. I love you with all my heart.
Tracy, don't you think your mother looks good today?
Wow, Ma, you look so nice today.
What about me? Say something nice about me.
That's what you say, Dad.
Did you brush your teeth? So you grab my arm and you grab my head and you say it really close. Did you brush your teeth? You haven't said it in a long time, but you used to say it a lot.
Hey, meet my little friend.
And let me tell you something. That's good shit. Alright, see you soon. Love you.
Love you so much. Merry Christmas.
God bless. Love you, Pop. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Poppy. I love you.
And I just want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Hey, Pop, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Dad. I love you so much.
Merry Christmas.
I just want you to know how much I really love you. And I'm wishing you a very Merry Christmas. And I really hope that you're enjoying this really thoughtful gift that Tara put together for you.
Merry Christmas, Poppy.